Okay,
Jeez.
so Britt, could you explain to me why we ordered 3 pizzas about 4 hours ago and it's still not here?
Well, if you check out TikTok, I'm pretty sure they're doing videos right now. So I'm a little pissed too. I'm gonna call the manager.
'Cause I mean, the only people that could have answered the door are Larry, are Doris, and Clance.
Don't let Clancy answer the door. That's a terrible idea.
Do you think Clancy answered the door 4 hours ago and that's why we don't have any pizza here?
Holy shit, you might be right, Batman. God damn it, Clancy!
This is why we can't have nice things.
No. Nice things called pizza. A terrible fate.
An awful, terrible, terrible fate. Almost as bad as you with a boar in ancient Greece.
We don't talk about that. That thing farted poison. I cannot be held responsible for that action.
Which is weird, because that's supposed to be the Hydra's job.
Yes. Yes, it is. It should be their job.
Either way, though, we got a podcast to do, so it's time, of course, for the intro.
Growing up and growing old, don't you feel the time moving forward every morning when we rise? If only we could make it right before the sun says goodnight.
Hello, everybody! Welcome back to What Grinds Our Gears, the podcast owned by, ran by, and done stuff by with family, and sometimes our cousins. But we don't have time to call up our cousins, or get any of our other siblings involved. It's a sad time, but it's a time because we're all adults, which means adulting is hard, and you guys don't need to know all that sad stuff about growing up. Anywho, you guys may notice that Hubs isn't here, but don't worry, he's just running late. Traffic is awful. Traffic is just terrible. He'll be here when he can be. But you guys already know it's me, it's V. There's nothing spectacular to say about this name here. You all know who I am. I'm trapped here by contract reasons. However, on the... Wait. Oh, God damn it, this table's getting bigger.
That's what she said.
To the left of me at this big ass round table with the... Oh, you're drawing cat dog today.
Kinda. You would think it's cat dog, but we won't go into detail about that.
Okay. We all know this lady. She is, of course, the creme de la creme. The highest upon highest of all the RPG kingdom rulers upon all the vast 7 seas. She's also one of the premier Twitter-only anime reviewers that puts even Giga, Glass Reflections, and all those nerds to shame. We all know this lady originally as the queen of the badassery. She had to retire that because reasons, but we all know her as Britt from Britt motherfucking Topia! Britt, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing fan-frickin-tastic. You.
Woo! Before we get into the topic I had in mind of today, it's time to have, once again, Britt the Educator join the battle.
Yeah, I'm teaching stuff today, Holmes. What up?
So, Britt, what you teaching us today?
I'm not really sure yet, but I'm still gathering my papers together, trying to figure out what is A and B and 2 + 2 = French fry. No one's told me yet. No. I've been playing too much Odyssey, and I understand now. I understand everything. I'm listening to too much Socrates lately. God damn it.
Well, you could teach people about Socrates if you want.
Oh, God. He's very, questionable about things. That's already a complicated story as it is. But regardless, what could I teach people here today? I'm thinking... It's not Greek history. I'm learning that all from my mods. I guess I could teach you people about Oh, the first thing that comes to my mind is ghetto hacks. What you could do to save yourself so much freaking money.
Alright, we gonna be learning ghetto hacks today.
Because I live in the ghetto, and I know V's mentioned that he's there. So, let's see. So, just to start things off, I don't have a job anymore. My job is being a mom, content creator, streaming, basically playing video games for entertainment or whatever. But besides the point, my husband, he's the one who makes the money. I used to bring in the money, but regardless of that, we've always made less than $11 an hour. The max I ever made was $11.30 until she freaking took that away from me by giving someone else my position. Oh, I need you in the morning time. You're so reliable. And it's like, well, the things that you had me do, I can't do now. So screw you. I'm leaving. But anyway, so my husband, he makes $9.75 an hour, works almost 50 hours a week, and thank the frickin' heavens, he gets that many hours. He's not supposed to. He's only crew member. He's not even management yet, or whatever. But it's because my mom's his boss. No names dropped, because who knows what'll happen there. Anyway, so our bills come out to about 12 grand. Not 12 grand, 1,200 a month, and it's pretty stressful. Even it was hard for me to keep up with stuff. And then there's all the little, we're able to get the bills kind of covered, but we have no expense for anything else. So I'm sure everyone else in the world has had that issue. So I want to lay it down a little bit on what you can do to save yourself some money. First off, stop buying yourself Starbucks. You can make coffee at home. I used to go buy coffee at the gas station all the time for, it was like $4 a day because my husband started drinking it. It's no carbs. He's diabetic. He can drink it. And I've always liked coffee. I blame my mom. That's maybe why I'm short. Anyway, so what I ended up doing was just investing about maybe $30 altogether. Coffee maker, $10. Coffee and filter papers, that's depending on what brand you're getting. Don't get Folgers, by the way, it's nasty. Or Maxwell. You got to get the other kind. I don't know. Anyway, there's so many. Make yourself coffee at home. Don't go to Starbucks and spend $7, maybe $14 a day, because I know their grande lattes are that freaking expensive. Make yourself coffee at home. So much cheaper. You'll have it available to you right there. Oh, but Britt, I don't know how to make coffee. Well, you better freaking learn. That's why we have YouTube. Google it. Bing it. Go to yesgodaddy.com. I don't care. Just figure out how to make your coffee and it should all work out. That's one good man. That kind of aggravates me. People still buy coffee. Anyway, another life hack. So, laundry. If you live in an apartment complex, like I do, some apartments don't have laundry facilities, and you have to go somewhere and be around people and be around smelly washers and dryers. Well, you don't need to do that. They sell these washers. Oh, but wait, there's more. They sell these washers that aren't, you go to Sears or Target and you buy a $500 one. There's these ones that are maybe $100, $200, and they're a simple little wash. They don't do that whole fancy dancy typical washer that you see. This basically just fills up with water and spins just like a washer, but you have to drain it in either a tub or a sink. I have it actually on my kitchen sink, and I recommend this thing because we don't pay for water. We pay for electric and gas, but because we get free water, we just wash our clothes through this little washer. And then for drying, you freaking hang it outside. Get a rope, little clothespins, fun stuff like that. Just hang it out there. But make sure it's sunny outside, because you don't want to make the mistake like I did today. Not checking the weather and seeing if it was going to rain. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah. So much work put into it. Now, when you do laundry like that, it will take a little bit longer to do. I managed to get myself to do maybe 3 loads, which is about maybe 8 pieces of clothing. Doesn't seem like a lot, but if you keep up with it, It's not really that bad. It's almost like a nice routine you can get yourself into. And you can leave the clothes outside for like, I don't know, it's maybe 70, 80 degrees out in New Mexico. So you can let your clothes dry for that long, for like 3 hours, go check on it and la-di-di-da. Now, let's say you're working or whatever. Well, get up a little bit earlier in the morning. You have coffee now. You don't need to go drive to Starbucks and buy yourself a $7 thing of coffee. You can just make it at home while you're getting all the clothes ready and whatnot and stuff. So that's always fun. If you're wondering how to get lint and stuff off, don't ask me. I have 3 dogs. It never comes out. And let's see. What's another? I'm on like a roll, and then I just got my brain farted like that stupid pig that I fought in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. My God. Don't fight that thing, by the way, guys. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so another, I want to say, life hack for cheap people. You don't need to shop at Walmart. There's thrift stores that literally have pants for $1. There's sales. They want to get rid of those clothes and hand it out. You may not like hand-me-downs, but sometimes those stores have name brand things, and you can get them still. It's very rare, but I mean, that's why there's so many thrift stores. So go shopping at thrift stores. I haven't gone shopping in years, so I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But regardless, save yourself on time and money, and just be more comfortable with what's in your home instead of going out and trying to get it all done. Because for me, when I used to do laundry, it cost me $30. When I went to go get coffee, it used to cost me like $5 a day times 30 days in a month. That's freaking V. What's my math? Hurry, man. You got this. What's $5 or 5 times 30? It's 600, right?
5 times 30 would be 150.
Are you sure? Oh, wait. Yeah, it would be. Okay. Anyway, regardless, this is why I stream. I'm not a mathematician. Yeah, that's how much money I would be spending on making coffee. Just spend $30, and then if minus, the coffee maker, you only be spending like $15 a month. So save yourself some money on that. Washing. Some people, I believe, have so much clothes that it's like $30, $50 worth for 1 trip or 2 trips. I don't know. I can do my laundry basically for free. So save yourself on that as well. Otherwise, you're just causing so much more trouble for yourself. But anyway, regardless, that basically concludes my education for you poor people out there. If you guys have any questions for V or me or whatever, comment on the video right now. I believe in you. I have a lot of knowledge, and I can provide more information, I suppose. But anyway, I conclude my teaching for the moment.
That was Britt the Educator, everybody.
You.
And that was the longest I've ever gone without talking in a podcast. That's
I know, that was weird. I was like, fuck. Why am I hosting right now? I
don't... Because usually it's either just when
Phoenix
and Shreves are able to show up whenever they're not adulting. It's like Phoenix and Aaron get to have a long conversation overpowering everybody, so it's like no one gets to talk.
Yes. Although I always find it kind of entertaining, though, to watch or to listen to Phoenix and Aaron argue, and then Shreves is like, "Shut up!" It's so funny.
It's hilarious. But anyway, the topic I wanted to get into everyone's ear today was something that me and Aaron kind of brought up last time that is still irking me. And that's how a lot of things are turning into Star Wars in the fictional realms.
Yeah, that's been a hot topic lately.
I mean, the first thing that kind of came to mind about how stuff is turning into Star Wars was when I played Devil May Cry 4 back in the day, and then I saw Nero for the first time. The fact that Dante knew 0 things about him, and that how Yamato automatically acted to him, I was just like, motherfucker, this is totally a Star Wars moment.
Nero, I am your father. But of course they don't mention that until the 5th one. I mean, no spoilers at all.
How is that not a spoiler? How's that a spoiler at this point? Everyone figured that the fuck out beforehand.
Who knows, V? Maybe there's some people out there that haven't played it yet.
Maybe there's some people that have been hidden underneath a rock for all we know. That's
me too. How dare you?
All I'm saying is
a
lot of things have been Star Wars related. The Mortal Engines movie, purely Star Wars, if you take it apart without reading the books, which the filmmakers apparently did not.
Yeah, I never read the Star Wars books.
Oh no,
I've just seen the movies.
Not the Star Wars books, like the book, The Mortal Engines.
Oh, okay.
Like so many stupid Mortal series. I'll get into that when we talk about young adult novels. It's gonna be a time. For the Mortal Engines, it's supposed to span out about how come society sometimes is building up all these things of like cities and nations that are moving around, eating smaller nations to make themselves bigger, but also still having those nomadic hub nations that are still grounded into the dirt itself. But apparently the movie's like, yeah, those exist, and there's also an android father to the main character who's trying to stop an entire rebellion from going on that's literally a Death Star. It's like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about?
They don't know what they're talking about.
That's
just a fact.
That's just another fucking thing from Star Wars. Then there's Kingdom Hearts. My god. As much as I'm a huge fan, like, I'm known as a historian for certain people because I keep track of things, as well as try to dissect all the things in that dumpster fire that's called the fandom. It feels like a huge Star Wars plotline where they try to get stuff in Kingdom Hearts 3 when you break it down a little bit. Like, Emperor Palpatine would basically be Master Xehanort, and Sora may or may not be either Luke or Anakin Skywalker in that scenario. Take that as you fucking will. And it just...
Do you think... Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Britt. It's fine.
Okay. So, do you think that because Star Wars just probably, maybe because it became very famous for its sci-fi action, whatever was going on in that story, that it seems like it may not have been the influence, but it has a very similar story to possibly a previous story plot back in the day, but we don't talk about it because we've forgotten about it and we have, Star Wars instead.
Well, technically, Star Wars does come from a lot of different literary interpretations that have been the case of it. Like, Luke Skywalker against a evil person that's trying to lead a rebellion is how certain people try to write Arthur Pendragon of Arthurian lore as Uther Pendragon, but Mordred obviously trying to be in a fanficky way of the hero son trying to save Camelot from his evil father is kind of how I've interpreted how Star Wars has happened. It's literally Arthurian lore or Shakespearean plays brought into sci-fi, basically. Either interpretation is what Star Wars was brought about from. But the ultimate problem, though, is that it's less Arthurian, less Shakespearean, and just purely Star Wars, and that's what bothers me so much in the fiction nowadays. Because you can do a good story without trying to pretty much be like, wait, what was super popular back in the 80s? Well, it was Ghostbusters. Nah, I mean something that people actually care about. There was Alien. I said things that people really care about. Star Wars. Perfect!
Yes. I feel like that's exactly how it went down, too.
That's just how I genuinely feel, and this is something that me and Aaron just came up with, just literally breaking down everything, because it honestly felt like Star Wars itself became the grand spectrum about how to make stuff in JRPGs, in regular young adult fiction type shit, and it's just so mundanely stupid to where it just makes me a little bit mad as a writer, because it makes the whole argument about originality is dead.
can agree with that. I mean, it kind of sucks to think that originality is dead. I feel like it is, but I feel if in a way you turn it into like a setting, a mood, a theme, a genre that isn't familiar with it, but I mean, you can have like similar feelings towards it because it reminds you of something that you've liked. Like My Hero Academia makes me think of Naruto, but superheroes instead. Like, I feel like that's how people like to go about it, and as much as it may seem original or not, there's still like its own quirk. No pun intended, if anyone's watched My Hero Academia. But anyway, yeah. That's how I feel about it.
But even still, they're trying to turn My Hero Aka into basically Star Wars territory of like, what if All For One was Deku's dad all along?
That would actually be really weird.
It's like...
That would be weird.
What?
Like, All Might just had a one-night stand and she don't remember what he looked like because maybe he was all muscular before Game of Thrones.
No, not All Might, All For One.
But anyway, Star Wars. Back on topic.
No. The guy that All Might beat up with the United States is Smash.
Oh, All For One. I heard it backwards. Okay. Anyway.
That's what people are just like, what if All For One is Deku's dad and stole his quirk when he was a baby? It's like, what?
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. That's what you sound like for a second.
Oh no, I'm not Kyle Bear yet. I'm not Kyle Bear yet. Soon I will be. One day.
You already are. Just no one, not anyone like a representative have seen your potential yet. You know this.
One day. But still though, that whole mentality that people are trying to force, that whole it needs to have a Star Wars angle is just that one thing that has irked my soul. Because it never lets anyone have breathing room to say that they want something original from anything. The stuff of making My Hero Aka, yes, it was inspired by stuff from the Marvel comics. Especially with stuff of how Deku's whole leaping and bounds and whatnot is kind of reminiscent to Spider-Man if you break it down scene by scene. Along with that tape-wielding asshole that's basically just twipping around like Spider-Man with tape action going on and so forth and so on. How All Might himself is basing himself around Superman, Shazam, and even Ultraman. We all get that sort of stuff. But the angle of trying to just use all the stuff of make it as Star Wars as possible irks me. Like,
I can agree with that.
I don't know how to make other people relate to this, but it's kind of like it's kind of like if you were to see the most beautiful man or woman in the world, and all of a sudden when you finally pluck up the courage to talk to them, they literally remind you of the worst person in your entire family to the umpteenth degree. And it drives you insane because it's like, I can't look away, but you make me sick.
Yes.
Like, that's the best way I could do it for people that aren't writers, because that's the best I could come up with. Because I could do an art analogy, but then they just be like, I don't understand. I don't... What is art, though?
Listen, Linda. Listen.
But, I don't know. Britt, I know you're not, like, all up on the whole thing with tropes and whatnot, but what's your whole take on things?
For... You know, it's hard to say considering that I wish I was a little bit more into Star Wars. Just to take you over to the side here, V. But anyway.
That's fine. The only reason I know about it is because, like everyone when I was around 5, people were just like, look! Shiny things! Shiny.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah. Only I heard it all in German.
Oh, I gotta love the diversity. Is that the word? I think
The German dubbing of Mark Hamill was just weird. And when I finally heard it in English, I'm just like, oh, that's what he sounds like. This movie is awful.
I mean, they can't all be perfect, I guess. I mean, you know what I find really funny is about they're so exaggerate, other countries, when it comes to dubbing or basically allowing the show to be on the show, the movie, any sort of media, public media, personal media, whatever. And they just, the way they want to censor it or to emphasize it, you know? Like, I found out that the German version of Naruto, they don't allow swords on TV.
Yeah.
So that fight with Zabuza, and like his sword was entirely censored out, so it looked like he was just standing in the middle of the air, and it's like, what? Why? Or even America's censorship on Tokyo Ghoul, where instead of showing the blood or the cuts and stuff, they put it in negative effect.
It's like
they made it
wow,
negative.
it looks less like blood and more like jizz.
Yeah, it was weird. Although I thought it was kind of artistic in a way, because they didn't just like, you know, make a big old line. They like did a diagonal, like, ooh, psh, dramatic. But,
yeah, but
I
I'm
mean,
just like, it looks like they're jizzing themselves instead of dying.
I mean, how can you not?
It's like all the penetration, just like all of a sudden, just put the sexy porn music. Like, y'all kids can go to your room.
Very happy. That sounds like very happy porn music. Not like I would know, but yeah. Anyway, as you were saying, my dear man.
But man, the only thing I just want to see from like the argument I'm just stating is I want less repeats of people saying make it a Star Wars or make it as this then a third thing. I just want more original stuff. And I feel like that's because since we grew up in the era of you could experiment and make shows that actually can be original. Like, when I got here, I marathoned the shit out of Gargoyles. That was an amazing animated feature that Disney made that actually had substance to it. I remember even stuff of people trying to make Big O and IGPX and so many other amazing properties like Class of 3000 made by Andre Three Stacks of Outcast fame.
Oh, that was almost going to be a good show. I think it got canceled, didn't it?
It got canceled because it got sued because someone said they had the same idea.
Bullpucky.
Yeah, but that's just all I'm saying. We've had great original programming, and look at where we are now. We have some good shows now that are original. Gravity Falls and Steven Universe for the kids and for adults.
There's nothing wrong with lesbian fusion dancing. It's amazing. Dude, even my husband watches Steven Universe. And without me. But anyway, we're kids apart.
But I'm just still like, and for adults. You can see that we got nothing original for adults. It's like, we adapted this book for you guys. For the kids.
Not only that, but there's so many reality shows, and it's like, my mother-in-law watches like all the Desperate Housewives shows, and none of them are Desperate Housewives. They're just rich wives that don't do actual work. But oh no, wait, they do. They, I don't know, open up their own little clothing line because they have the money for it. Their husband's an NBA player or a football player, or they got incarcerated because there's mobster wives too, and that's, I don't get it. But
yeah,
regardless.
You see, we get nothing. You kids out there just like, we got lesbian rocks fusing together. We got kids trying to stop the apocalypse. And for shits and giggles, we're gonna give you guys Young Justice, even though that was for the teenagers that grew up with it. It's like, what did you just say? Nothing. And also for the teenagers, y'all gonna get Chilling Adventures of Sabrina and a bunch of all these cool animes. Bitch! What about the adults? Oh yeah, here's a adaptation from something George R. Martin made called Game of Thrones. This is an adaptation! We want originality! Oh wait, this has naked people.
Yeah, that's exactly how that went down. I have yet to watch an episode of Game of Thrones, by the way. But my husband, don't get him started. He's watched all of it.
Yeah,
I feel terrible.
That's just the argument I'm making. Just give us something. Anything. We just want our own fair shake at more originality, less carbon copy. Is that too much to ask for? For people to just take an original concept and make a good show from it. Whether it be pass or fail, at least it's made.
For sure. That'd be nice.
Because although
Maybe it's too much to ask for.
Yeah, because although I'm a huge fan of Christina Hendricks as well as Mae Whitman, Good Girls is not an original show. That's basically Robin Hood, but with one girl with big ass titties, one being Katara just now being fuckable, and that one girl from Parks and Recs.
I like where this is going.
Like that's not an original concept. That's just how can we get all the guys to all of a sudden blow their loads with just them being fully clothed. We got the girl from Mad Men in the tight dress with the big ass titties and the perky ass, and we got the girl that voice acted Katara. Is she hot now? Well, I mean, she grew up and filled out and has a tramp stamp. Sold! We need a sassy black character, though. What about the lady from Parks and Recs? That'll do.
We don't got much else going on. This is about it.
Like that.
It's like, well, okay.
I just want originality. I'm getting so old when I'm saying I just want something original. I don't care if it's gonna be something shitty or something stupid or passe. I just want more original. God, I'm sounding old the more I'm just like, I'm tired of all of these things.
Just you wait, they're gonna come out with something that is literally everything, and you're gonna still not like it because you'll find some Star Wars reference into it.
Probably, because it's like, you fucks did not listen to a single thing I just said. But whatever. I'm gonna bury it now. It's done. I've stated my piece, and now since Britt's been on a huge purge of the Assassin's Creed Odyssey thing, I'm gonna start a new segment called Mythology with Vi. We have no graphics or theme music right now, so just imagine that in your head. So, if you guys have seen Britt's latest live stream, she was doing a favor for Artemis. However, a bunch of the creatures that she fought against were actually from the 12 Labors of Heracles.
Hell yeah, they were.
Which, if you guys don't know, were actually started up 3 times in Herc's life before his death. The first time was literally about him killing his wife and children because Hera didn't like the fact that he was born. Because, of course. And it was just like, okay, I'm gonna send you off to your cousin who I made born before you in order to spite you. It's like, what? And he's like, okay, cousin, I need you to do at least a few chores for me. You see there's a lion just kind of attacking the countryside, could you kill it for me? And thus the labors began, with the Nemean lion giving us, of course, the lion pelt that Herc wears for some stupid reason, even though he doesn't wear shirts. Trying to catch a deer of Artemis. Eventually trying to satiate the meat-eating horses of a divine king somewhere, which is stupid, trying to capture singing birds, and a bunch of other stupid-ass labors that honestly could have been stopped if everyone was just like, Hera, even you have to admit that this was stupid. It's like, no, my husband's dick caused this problem, so now Herc must suffer for being born. Of course, now that I say that out loud, I sound like a crazy cunt, but still. And all the while, this only just gave Herc a much stronger story, because honestly, if it weren't for Hercules, Heracles, whichever interpretation you want to use, we also would not have the Olympics. Because during Marathon, in Marathon ironically, Heracles actually began the Olympics.
I think I remember that being told in stories.
I am not bullshitting anyone when I say this. This man, as a myth, according to the Greeks, created the Olympics. A man that literally was known as a raging dumbass machine that never wore a shirt a day in his life, and fucked his cousin, who was also his shield bearer, because he was like, well, you're a guy. I've fucked at least 3 women at this point, but I could also fuck my male cousin. Is the creator...
He's twice removed, it's okay.
Who created the Olympics. Also, he's part of the Argonauts that Jason ran when he was trying to get the Golden Fleece, but that's kind of a non-story element type of thing. Which, ironically, the title of Odyssey does not begin with Jason the Argonauts. For a lot of people, just like, well, they did a full-blown trek, so what does that entail? Well, it all becomes apparent because of course, Odysseus, for all of you guys that have never read a Greek story before. Now follow me. Now follow me with this, guys. If you don't know the story, which is probably like 5 of you, mostly because 5 of you guys have never read. It's about a guy trying to get home after winning the worst war to ever exist in Greek mythology. All because a guy stole another person's wife, thanks to a goddess saying, if you give me this golden apple that does not taste at least somewhat decent, if not gonna give me the eternal shits, I will never give you the hottest woman alive. It's like, wait, hottest woman alive? Sold!
The Greeks were very, like, stubborn, determined people. It's strange, honestly, when you think of, when you hear the stories. Or retell them.
Yeah, because when you just hear the story about how the Trojan War happened, it's like, so wait, you mean to tell me that this Trojan prince decided to talk to these 3 goddesses, and instead of getting battle prowess or being a known whiz, decided to get laid? Yeah. We're going to war because you wanted to get laid. Yeah. You know your brother's
anything
about
for
to
that
die,
lady
right?
juice, man.
Yeah. Wait, what?
They just some people. I feel like some people just don't get it. It reminds me of I don't remember if it was history class or my dad. Helena of Troy, not the movie. I think there's a movie, right? Anyway,
yeah, there is.
Yeah, like
movie.
Everyone went out to go to war for this bitch, and it was like, how tight is she? What is the concept? Why are we doing this? You people are all freaking strange.
Which isn't the first time that Helen of Troy was kidnapped. That's the second time she was kidnapped.
It's like, how hot was she?
No.
Or
she was kidnapped when she was 8 years old by Theseus and his boy Periphas.
But why?
because they were going to keep her until she was of banging age for Theseus, who just killed the Minotaur.
Yes. I don't know. I mean, that's bad of me to say, but damn, like,
I'm just like, hold up. You mean to tell me this bitch got kidnapped twice? First by one of Greek's own heroes, before he was chained up in the underworld because his bro was like, you know what? I'm gonna marry Persephone, the queen of the underworld. Not knowing that her husband was hearing the entire conversation and bound him to a chair with venomous, possibly killer snakes.
It's funny, isn't it? They're just so jealous of each other.
And then years later, when Helen is apparently a beauty that launches 1,000 ships, it's like, you know, I was told by Aphrodite that you would be my bang buddy. It's like, I'm married. It's like, yeah, married to this dick.
That's exactly what happened.
And then it's just like, so my wife was kidnapped. Agamemnon, can you get your bitch back? Yeah. I was gonna say get my wife back. Why you gotta call her a bitch? Well, you'll understand soon, but we gotta set sail. Okay, but the winds aren't blowing. Agamemnon, what are we gonna do? Get my daughter up here. Iphigenia. Okay, what should we tell her? She's gonna be marrying Achilles. But I thought Achilles was fucking his manservant. Yeah, but she don't need to know that. I'm here, Dad. What's going on? Well, you see, your husband needs you at this sacrificial altar real quick. Oh, okay. So, where is Achilles? Oh, well, funny story about that. So, I was told I need to sacrifice a precious lamb. So instead of sacrificing our food, I'm going to sacrifice you to the gods. Oh, is this for a good cause? Well, I'm trying to get someone's bitch back. Oh, okay. Oh, sweet, the winds are blowing. You bastard! Oh shit, that's my wife. Guys, we gotta go to war. We gotta go to war, like, right the fuck now. You won't pay for this! Okay, just keep rowing. God, she's gonna be pissed at me when I get home. And then the Trojan War happens. That's an abridged version, by the way, about how the forces of Greece go off to then do this entire war because Paris of Troy wanted a bang buddy. And then Agamemnon sacrifices his wife to make sure that his brother gets his wife back.
Legit.
The Greeks are weird, but at the same time, this is also the culture that's just like, you know, in Crete, the king Minos himself, his wife fucked a bull, so he has a minotaur child that lives in a labyrinth. Oh my god. How big was the bull? What? I mean, if she was fucking the bull, I want to know the size of him. Was he like hung like a horse, or... I really don't think I want to know the answer to that question. I'm just saying, like, if he was like a rough lover, like, did he smack her ass a little bit and pull her hair? Or is it just like a whole thing of like her raw dogging it in like doggy styles? Like, what?
You sound a lot like J.K. Rowling right now.
And then it's also just stuff of, well, let's see, who's your father again? Well, my dad is Zeus. Okay, so you have a deadbeat father. What about you? My dad is Zeus. Are we siblings? I hope not. And then my favorite ones are about how things really hit the fan for no fucking reason.
That just sounds like about every story.
No. I mean stuff just like Zeus's first wife before he married his sister. It was like he married a Titan, and he was told a prophecy of your firstborn son will be your ultimate demise. It's like, I need to eat my wife. Ooh. I mean that in an actual, I need to devour her whole way. Ew.
Sorry. I was all laughing.
No, you can laugh. It's hilarious. It's fully fucking hilarious.
You know, the more I hear about Greek mythology, the more I think a woman wrote it.
It's like, I can't believe a man wrote this.
I know. Oh my god, what if that was the truth about the world? It wasn't Eve that ate the apple or the fruit or whatever. It was freaking Steve. Freaking Steve was an idiot. God damn it. Freaking Steve and Adam.
And
oh,
here's
fucking bacon. I'm gonna write a whole fucking story about it. And then freaking Eve, took a piece of paper, fucking wrote everything down, being like, oh, watch this bitch. He's not gonna get anywhere with this. Mm-hmm. And of course.
Wait. It gets better. So he eats his first wife, and then she's just like, "What? I'm still fucking pregnant, asshole." It's like, I can't hear you. I already ate you. Nah, not in the fun way, you dick. Then 9 months later, his daughter Athena just pops out of his head, fully clothed in armor, just like, "Hello, father. Oh, you're a girl, right? Yes, but I'm smarter than you in every fucking way. Because I'm not gonna fuck anybody and ruin the space-time continuum with my vagina." "But you're a boy. You're not a boy, are you?" "Yeah, are you fucking stupid? You were just born, so you can probably tell I'm not the smartest man." And people wonder why I say I'm a child of Hades, because everything Hades has ever done is just like, well, you can get your wife back, you just don't look back until you get to the top of the surface, okay? Orpheus, got it. I can't really feel her in my hands. Maybe I was tricked, maybe I was punked, maybe Ashton Kutcher was born several centuries earlier. I have to look back. Wait, you were here the whole time? Yes, stupid! I'm a fucking ghost! Well, okay, Heracles, you can take my dog up to the surface, but you gotta be gentle. Spot is a very, very caring dog. Oh, don't worry, Uncle, I'll be very, very careful. Wrestles him to the ground, then drags him up top. It's like, oh, my poor dog. And even his marriage is the most healthy out of all the fucking Greek pantheon. Because Poseidon is a fucking full-blown rapist like his little brother. And Zeus can't keep his dick in his pants long enough to just be like, I should probably think of these consequences. But until that day, I'm going to turn into a bulldog and fuck Paris Hilton. Because that would probably happen.
I think it did.
While for Hades, he's just like, well, I'm lonely. I got a dog. I'm trapped in the underworld because I lost at drawing straws with my two little brothers. That's not even a joke. He literally was supposed to be the king of the gods, but was just shit out of luck because he draw the short straw. And then he was just like, well, I would really love to have a wife of my own, and who's that beauty in the meadow?
Ooh, she hot.
I'm going to kidnap her and bring her to the underworld. And then she's just like, wait, this is the underworld? Yeah, it's a little... I love it! Oh, great, I just put flowers down. Are these orchids? Why, yes, they are. Are these pomegranates? If you eat those, you can never leave. I think I'll just have a couple of seeds.
Yeah.
And then
that way I'm not here forever.
And then Demeter just comes down just like, Hades, you're my older brother, and I love you. But if you don't give me my daughter back soon, I will murder you! It's like,
I will fuck shit up, man.
Didn't you just, I don't know, kill humanity by not having it with crops or anything for several months straight? I don't give a shit! My daughter's down here! Technically, wouldn't Zeus be more upset? Well, I heard that he gave you the right to kidnap her as your bride, so I couldn't go to him. Plus, we tried bounding up in chains because he was fucking everything in sight, and that got us all in trouble, even got us put in jail, so I have to blame you. That seems like it's not my problem, but okay. Come on, Persephone, we're leaving. But I ate at least 6-7 seeds. That's how we get fall and winter, kids. And also, the best relationship in mythology ever. I have never heard a single myth of Hades and Persephone cheating on each other.
I ship it.
That is the greatest thing about Greek mythos. You find at least one god that you appreciate. Some people love Artemis because the only boyfriend she ever had was Orion, who died and became some stars. People love Apollo because he's the sun. People love Dionysus because he brings the booze. He's the party animal. And also, he's short! And people love Zeus.
No one likes Zeus.
I was waiting for someone to try and come up with like a bullshit excuse. So like, no one likes Zeus. No one.
That's it. That's it. No one likes Zeus. He's the fucking gigolo of Greek. He's like, he literally, I bet his head is a dick. Like, not between his legs. His head is legitimately a dick. The only reason why the sculptures didn't put a dick on it because they're like, that's not accurate. That's not what Socrates said or some shit like that. But regardless, like, yeah, no one liked Zeus. Insane.
And it's funny because the more I look back on all these myths and everything, most of these problems that are happening now are because of the gods. The thing about most of the monsters that exist today and the war of the giants against the gods are because of them. Gaia wasn't going to make all of these monsters except the fact that Zeus was a dick. The reason that we've had chimeras and even the parents of monsters of Typhon and Echidna is because they're the grandchildren of Gaia pissed her off so badly that she was like, you know what? I'm gonna make the polar opposite of all of you fucking assholes to kill you all in your sleeps. But we're never asleep. In your sleeps, young men. Okay, Grandma. I'm your great-grandma, you fucks! Okay, great-grandma. And as soon as I'm done killing all of you, I'll kill all the humans that worship you, so we can have humans that worship me again. But don't they worship you already, great-grandma? As many times as it takes to murder them so they worship me! I feel like she's kind of losing her mind. Shh, guys. She's obviously angry. If we give her a few minutes to calm down... Ah!
What a sound!
And then it's just like, okay, new plan. We need heroes to fight with us. Because apparently, since we're gods, we're powerless against these immortals. But aren't we? Well, get heroes to help with us. Heracles. What are you doing? I'm trying to atone for a crime that Hera made me do. Get over it, dickhead! We need your help to fight this giant war. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly how it went down.
That's how we got that problem, and then all of a sudden it's like, but wait, what about the mom and dad that created all monsters? Well, that's still a problem because Gaia still made that, because she's still pissed off at her great-grandkids. Well,
the woman can never just be happy.
Well, it's because her great-grandkids didn't do shit for her because it's like, well, you guys are alive because I kept the youngest one alive to pretty much put Cronus into the dirt. And no one's going to thank me. Why? Because you're our great-grandma and you should understand? Because our grandpa cut the dick off of great-grandpa Uranus? Are you fucking joking with me right now, Zeus? Well, I have a dick for a head, so... It's hard to tell. You know what, for that, I'm gonna make this abomination that makes monsters kill you in your entire kingdom. Have fun with this, asswipe. Wait. Damn it. And then he's fighting this full-blown fight. It's like, I'm too weak alone! Can someone help me? Every god is just like on their own futuristic phones from the future, just like, so humans are gonna have this thing called YouTube in like the 2000s, AC. What's AC stand for? I don't fucking know. Something to do with some guy named Jesus. So here's the thing about a cat video. Oh, it's so cute. Can someone please help me? Yeah, that's fine, Zeus. So you see, also we have these things that are called vines. And then eventually it's just like the batteries run out. It's like, oh man. Okay, Zeus, what's going on? My limbs are ripping off! Oh, okay, you're about to be killed. Should we help him? I don't know. Let's ask Hades. Hades, you want to help him? Can't talk. Making toast. Ah, damn it. Buttering toast. Poseidon, you want to help? Let me check my calendar. Let's see. I raped Medusa tomorrow. I'm supposed to have like some Cyclops children for a take your dad to work day, so I gotta go for that. I gotta cause a tornado. Apparently Odysseus is still trying to go home, so I gotta make it hard for him to get home because it's like year 11. Yeah, I can do it. Great. Hera? Fuck no. Okay. Eventually they help him.
5-foot pole. Or is it a 10-foot pole?
Eventually they help him. Typhon is put to a stalemate, just like, okay, I'm not gonna kill you guys today, but I'm gonna fuck my wife, I'm gonna make all these monsters. Cool? No. Cool. And that's how we have all the monsters we have today, guys. So what have we learned today from Greek mythology class?
Women and men are all fucked up and don't learn from the gods.
Yeah.
No discrimination. They're both fucked up.
Yeah. Although, if we learn anything from Britt, it's that Zeus...
Basically the baddest bitch ever.
I'm sorry, Britt, what'd you say?
Don't be a fuck with. Hera is like the baddest bitch you don't want to fuck with. She's the one that you do not mess with. She'd be like... She's like that thought that's in the ghetto, but she's like in the city now because her last ex-boyfriend was like driving a Mercedes and she got all the shit. And then he dumped her because she was crazy, and she like, no, man, you the one crazy. I'm gonna send my girls right after you, and after I get my weave put in or some shit. I don't know. That's exactly how freaking Hera was. She was freaking crazy. Don't touch it.
Wait. So are you saying Cardi B is Hera?
Oh my god. Holy fuck, she might be.
Oh
my god. Oh crap! Wait, then who the fuck is Zeus then? Zeus is like the ultimate fuckboy. He was literally going around and was like, hey, you look good. You're my cousin. Yeah, I'll bend you over soon, or some shit like that. I don't know. I can't hit on people. I don't have.
He's like, hey baby, what you doing right now? Well, I'm looking for my father. He's apparently the king of the gods. Oh, that's nice. Say, how'd you like to be the king of the gods' dick servant for about 5 minutes?
Like, you know, see, because Zeus always got himself wet, Hera never was. Oh, that's why she's so pissed. That's why she went out and was like, you die, fuck you, you're kind of cool, but fuck you anyway, and your cousin. Like, ugh.
What's sad is that the only kid of Zeus that she ever liked was Jason.
Right? That was like, I like Jason.
It's
well,
like,
why is that? He's got nice, he has a nice fashion sense. He's got a golden fleece. Hello. It's like, my god.
It's like, woman, you have literally hated every kid that came out of Zeus's, I don't know how many iteration dick, And you choose this guy? Yeah.
He cool.
But, yeah, between...
I like that boulder.
That's a nice boulder. Yeah, between Hera being that and Gaia just like, my great-grandkids are going to die! It's like, okay, no one is a good person in any of these things except for Hades. Because Hades just wanted to be a guy left alone.
For sure.
All he wanted was at least A, to not be in the underworld after he was eaten by his dad as a baby, and B, he just did not want to be alone. And now he has...
Your dad ate your baby? My daddy ate my baby.
And now he's got a three-headed dog named Spotted, whose literally Spotted is the Greek translation for Cerberus. So his dog is named Spot. I've said this numerous times because it's hilarious.
It's too true. It's ugh.
And he has a healthy relationship with his wife, where all he does is either, so I heard you guys wanted to kidnap my wife. Snakes!
He does that whole, like, Captain America sit down in a chair meme.
Yeah, it's like, so, you want to kidnap my wife. Snakes! Honey, what was that? Oh, nothing. So what's for dinner? Oh, well, you made Coke toast, so I was like, how about pomegranate pie? Pomegranate pie? You know just what I like. Meanwhile, in Zeus's land... So I'm gonna call you later, goose. Right on. All of a sudden, it's like, we have a demigod that's now half man, half goose. I'm an abomination!
Wow. Next thing you know, he evolved, and now he's the Affleck duck.
Dad!
I'm back!
Dad! Where are you? Dad! I don't speak goose. Dad! I see you!
Fucking. Oh my god. Oh my god. One of these days I'll get around to making thumbnails for you, and that's what I'm gonna do is draw a duck for this.
This is what happens when me and Britt are so inspired by Assassin's Creed Odyssey that we're just like, you know what? One of us has to do a Greek lesson. I'm like, I got this. Although eventually I do want to cover more mythologies because everything is so weird that people have created.
It is. I love mythology. It's so much more interesting than what people talk about now. But regardless.
Yeah, but before anything, oh right, I need to make sure that Hubs is on the way because traffic has been weird. Okay. We still got some time. Like, Britt, you think we still got some time?
I think we still got some time. What time is it? Yeah, we still got time.
Okay.
Until it's over.
One thing I do want to cover those going away from Greek is one of my favorite stories from the Japanese mythology.
Ooh, yes.
Now, I don't know if you guys know the creation myth of Japan, but it's kind of a doozy. So there were these two people, these two young up-and-coming people of Izanami and Izanagi. They were brother and sister, by the way. Now, their whole union was they had to have the man of Izanagi propose to the wife because if they didn't, they'd have abomination children. Because that's how marriage works. Because if the woman proposes just like, oh god, our kid has like 5 arms and 4 eyes. Am I pretty though, mother? Oh, you're handsome, sweetie. You're handsome. But you have 5 arms. But am I pretty, mother? He's still the prettiest boy in the world to me, son. What about you? He looks like an abomination. Kill him! You killed our son!
My bad.
So after they had the remarriage because the wife should never propose to the husband, they made the islands of Japan, which are actually gods. The very islands people are standing on and living on are living, breathing gods. Let that sink in for a minute.
I need a minute.
So aside from...
Hey, at least they turned in a land instead of being fucked up of grease. My God, literally.
Right? After which it's just like they're popping out kid after kid after kid after kid, and then all of a sudden Izanami gives birth to a fire god, and man,
That's hot. Kidding.
Aaron's so stuck in traffic he won't make it today, folks. I'm sorry.
This is when everyone starts clicking off the video.
Right? Anyway.
There. Fuck this shit. I'm out.
So after they gave birth to a god that was literally on fire, Izanami literally died from childbirth because her vagina was lit so on fire that her insides were caught ablaze. And then Izanagi was just like, you know what, I really don't want to raise these kids by myself, so I'm going to go to the underworld to get my wife back. So he goes down there, he's just like, hello, I'm looking for a super hot, flat as a board Asian woman. She's like 5'1", the perfect height for a woman. For me, a man that's like 5'9". Hello, I'm right here. Oh, darling, there you are. Yeah, so don't look at me until we get out of here. It's because I really need to get some stuff fixed. I'm sorry, I can't really see where you are. Let me just turn on the lights real quick. Oh God! Yeah, nice to know you haven't changed from being an asshole. I'm sorry, it's just half your face is melted and you have snakes coming out of your vagina. It's not snakes coming out of my vagina. It's snakes coming out of my legs. You look good still? Get out before I murder you. Okay. I think we're just seeing the people.
You, dear.
We're not getting divorced, dickweed. I can't hear you. I put a boulder in the way.
I get alimony.
So he then washes off from the underworld, and where the left eye and the right eye give birth to the sun and the moon, and when he washes his hair, gives birth to the god of storms, which is how we get Amaterasu, Susanoo, and Tsukiyomi. Japan.
Nice people.
Great people. Weird ass mythology, but not as weird as the Greeks. I will say that till the cows come home.
For sure.
Cause at least with Izanami and Izanagi, it's just like, yeah, I haven't seen my wife since the day she became queen of the underworld. I'm still not getting divorced, you prick. I can still hear her voice. Dad, I think Mom is still calling for me behind that boulder. That's nonsense. The only thing that comes out of there is yokai. You mean like the people that have the mouths in the back of their heads? Yep. The people that are snow women? Yep. Kappas? Yep. Dragonborn children that are actually not dragons? Yep. Dad, I feel like you kind of fucked up when you had Mom just stuck in the underworld. That's nonsense.
Let's go hunting, son.
But man, we've talked about a lot of stuff tonight. A lot of great stuff. Maybe not a lot of concentrated stuff, because we never do stuff that's focused.
No.
We're very unfocused people.
That would be too productive.
Oh, definitely. But I want to do something next week that Aaron kind of brought up that I really want to do. Greatest stories ever told.
Ooh.
Because he still is saying that since Beowulf is the oldest living story to date, that it is the greatest story of them all. But I have some contenders that could really put it up as like it isn't the greatest, but it is the oldest in written history.
Sounds exciting, folks.
But Britt, do you have like any idea of like any stories that you think are like the greatest ever told?
Well, I'm not saying this because I've been playing it, but I think the Odyssey is always a fun story to tell.
I mean, it is, but then you gotta stop to think. It's like, hold on, wait. So you mean to tell me this guy's whole entire journey to get home took him over 10 years? Yeah.
Oh yeah. He had a lot of fun with those women on that island. I mean, I don't even remember what their names were, but...
Oh, no. He only heard the song of the sirens. He did not fuck the sirens. He only fucked Circe, and he fucked Calypso.
I think it was Calypso. Which one was it that, like... Yeah, I think it was the sirens then. I'm trying to remember the story.
The sirens sing songs that lure sailors to crash their ships.
Yes.
Circe turns men into pigs.
He was stuck on an island or something.
That is the Phantom Island. That is only for when sailors are lost and can never find their way. That is the island of Calypso, which is only made that way to punish a child of the Titans. Which is stupid. But even still, he has like a couple of bastard kids, but he never tells that to his wife. It's like, honey, you'll never believe the journey I've had. The crazy things I've seen. Oh, it was heartbreaking. It was heart-wrenching. It was, why is there baby oil on your chest? I stopped off at the market because I wanted to get lubed up for the evening.
Just for you, baby. Yee.
And then it's like years later after the Odyssey, in the after years of the Odyssey, it's like, hello, young men, how can we help you? We're looking for our dad. I'm the son of Circe, and I'm the son of Calypso. Oh, no. We're gonna need to talk about this in private. Need to kill these kids. Shit, this is awkward. So, how do you kids enjoy bow and arrow practice? I gotta tell you, from just that stuff alone, I'm just... How do the Greeks function, Britt?
They don't. They just let it happen. At this point, it feels...
I feel like that's what she said joke, but I'm just gonna behave myself and not say.
Got money on my mind every day. Please don't play with mine, put it in the bag. Usually I can leave it in the past. You gon' make me have to show my ass. Ooh, I can love you till the sun comes up. Let me lay your body down. You don't even really gotta ask. I'ma love you better than the rest. Tell me that. Ooh, say something, say something, say something.